I've done a lot in this channel, from anywhere to doing the occasional vlog to the monthly subscription unboxings that come from Arcade Blog to playing the occasional video game, doing Minecraft that I've been doing way too much lately. I always wanted to take my channel up to the next level, and I wanted to do that with product reviews. So, welcome my friends to my first ever product review. This is the Dell Precision 5510. Let's check it out. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So the hardware in this particular one right here, this is rocking an Intel i7 6820 HQ processor running at 2.7 gigahertz. It's 16 gigabytes of RAM inside, DDR4 RAM. It has a 256 SSD hard drive inside it, as well as an NVIDIA Quadro 1000M 2 gigabytes GPU. So it's no slouch in that department. The computer itself, or the laptop, runs just about under $2,000, so it's not a cheap laptop. It's around $18.99, I believe, what we paid for it necessarily right before we got it. The laptop itself is really nice. The construction on it is really solid. It's a nice, super firm body itself. The screen on itself, it's really nice. They have a 4K version. This itself right here is not the 4K version. This is only a 1080p panel. But the overall brightness of the screen, the sharpness, the crisp is really nice. I enjoyed definitely watching videos and things on it. The one weird thing that was kind of weird to me, is trippy, is that the camera is on the bottom bezel. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to necessarily affect people like doing Skype calls or trying to do any type of like video chat, or kind of doing what I'm doing, particularly recording right on from a laptop or a Mac, because the little camera sensor is on the bottom versus on the top. To try and give you a better comparison, on the right, I have the Dell 5510 itself, and on the left is my 2015 MacBook Pro Retina Edition. They're pretty much almost kind of the same laptop, really. The Mac is just a slight bit larger than the Dell 5510, but not by much overall. I do like the trackpad on it. It's not much different than what the Mac trackpad is. It's very responsive. The actual keyboard itself is kind of the same. I myself am not a big fan of laptop style keyboards. I like more of a mechanical feel, but it's something you can get used to and you can pick up very well. It's very responsive. Another thing here, it's just the one weird thing. Again, the laptop, again, the camera itself, the camera is on the bottom bezel versus on the top, like on the Mac, which is a little bit different, or any other standard laptop. I really don't understand the camera on the bottom. And also, just to give you guys a idea of what the start time is, I'm going to basically start this up from scratch and see what happens. Let's talk I/O, shall we? So on one side, we have just your standard SD card, USB 3.0 connector, and this battery indicator that kind of gives you an idea of how much your battery life you have left, and plus also the good old-fashioned Kensington lock that we don't really see with 20 laptops. On the other side here, kind of pretty much the same. We have the AC power adapter. We have another USB 3.0 and HDMI, and a Type-C connector, which is also a Thunderbolt, and also your headphone jack. Let's also talk performance. What I like doing right now, this is a regular benchmark that I like using. It's performance benchmark, basically to see how good this laptop is. And it does have a pretty good score compared to the Mac. If you ever use performance benchmark, it does a lot of different other things as far as hard drive, CPU, graphics test, and gives you an overall score. Overall score for this is 3507.8. My Mac, it gets about 31, so it gets 300 points higher than the Mac, which is awesome. And if you're interested as far as gaming on this machine itself, you're not going to be too impressed. The laptop itself is more of a workstation laptop. It's not going to get really anywhere like really hardcore with the games. But to argue that, I was actually very impressed about how this actually performed as far as benchmark. What you see right now is Firestrike, one of the most common benchmarks that anybody uses to test actually graphical power. And for the NVIDIA Quadro graphics card that's inside this laptop, it actually handles really well. As you can see, it's not the smoothest frame rate that you can possibly get on a laptop that you can get with, say, like a 980M or another mobile device, but it does hold its own. So if you're not looking to play like super hardcore AAA titles at 60 frames per second, but you're kind of looking for like some of the more classic games, maybe like made like a few years ago back, this shouldn't have any trouble running this type of, or running that type of games. But if you're looking to get really high end titles like, you know, the new Doom or Call of Duty, and you're expecting really fast frame rate, it's not going to get it. As you can see here right now with Firestrike, this is its high quality. It isn't 4K or anything great. We're getting about an average of about 11, anywhere between 11 to 15 frames per second, which it's not good. As you can see, the score here is 3,387. The physics score is kind of where it counts as far as the graphics is about 10,000. Nothing, anything to scream at. In conclusion, it really depends on kind of what you're looking for in a laptop. If you're looking for a gaming laptop or gaming machine, this is not it. But if you're looking for an overall quick laptop that's really quick as far as multitasking, good at productivity, would keep a high productivity, say like you're doing basic Excel documents, surfing the web, it's a little more of a powerful than just surfing the web. But if you're doing Excel documents, if you're a content creator, if you edit YouTube videos like myself, if you do Photoshop, things where it's really heavy processor intensive applications and memory applications, this is a good laptop. It's a little pricey, but if you're looking for cream of the crop, really fast speeds, no headaches, this is a really good one to go. So I hope you guys like this review. Any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Look forward to more product reviews in the future. Again, this is James coming from iRun Tech. Catch you in the next one.